All right, everybody. It is now that time. Welcome to Wisdom Keys with myself, Brother Francis. Today is the 25th of March, 2021. Hope you're having a good day today thus far. We've had some very interesting weather. Some people got snow up on the east side, there in the mountains. Some of us got rain. And I heard like a little sleet at night, and then it's kind of clear. But anyway, I'm here for Resonant Essentials, the group. I'm glad to be here. If I look a little tired, I just came out of a workout, actual physical workout that I need to do every day. And I was doing it today with my good friend, Brother Harold, making sure that I stay fit. Well, I'm here with another episode of Wisdom Keys, and today's topic is awareness and remembrance. And what I want to be able to do before I get started with that is put out our announcements that tomorrow, Friday at 12 p.m., I believe, our illustrious General, Capitan, owner of Resident Essentials, Michelle Vidal, will be on with Swanda at 12 p.m. tomorrow. She's on usually every Friday at 12 p.m. with some very good topic matters that make you think about what you're doing, whether you're in the field of this work or you're striving to be a better metaphysician and to understand what metaphysics actually is. She is the person that could do that for you. On Monday, coming back at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, will be our wonderful sister from the UK, Audrey Wilson, and she's going to bring us some more matters that deals with meditation and techniques, and so that you can become better at what you do. Every Tuesday at about 12 p.m. or 11 a.m., we have our wonderful sister Donna of Dominion Tarot, and she has awesome, awesome keys to deliver to everybody that tunes in. And you get a chance to have a one card reading from her, as well as the energy card of the day that opens it up and ends with an energy card. So you should tune in when you have a chance to these live episodes that each and every one of us are doing. Also, let you be aware of that Resident Essentials is a esoteric school of all kind of disciplines, and Michelle does her best to bring you the best of the best there. So as soon as things get better, you can still connect with all the different practitioners remotely through Resident Essentials, and you should inquire about what they do and how they do it and how they can assist you. All right. So, what else I need to tell you? Tomorrow I'll be there at the center. I'll be doing a 1 hour class from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on how to use silence to connect with your higher self. It is meditation, and you learn some of the perks, the ins and outs of meditation, what you should be doing or not doing, what you can do to improve your own personal meditation moments. So you should make sure that you show up. We are usually there at 11:30 a.m. in the morning. On Saturdays from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. is my class. Well, now, what I want you to do is just consider all the things that you see happening in your own life. Everything. I'm quite sure that through this pandemic, we have been fine tuned and we have been elevated in some kind of a way where we are finding that our degrees of awareness have improved and our degrees of remembrance have improved. And this is a topic for today: awareness and remembrance. This is not just even in this field, whether you're seeing yourself working in the field as a psychic or energy worker, body worker, or you're a Reiki master or Reiki teacher or Reiki student, pranic, you name it. It's just in the everyday living of there is awareness happening all the time around the clock, and there is remembrance happening all the time around the clock. And that's what I'm more or less going to present. This program may not be a long program. Usually it goes for about 30 minutes. So, how can we define awareness and then remembrance? Well, it seems like they both are interlocking like two hands coming together. One is awareness, the other is remembrance. And throughout your day, even from the time when you first get up in the morning, you might be aware that you slept well or you didn't sleep well. You might be aware that you had some dreams, snatches of dreams, and you're trying to, you know, become more focused in the physical form and the physical body so that you can start remembering the kind of dreams that you had at night. Well, it takes a great deal of awareness in order to do that. Awareness, as well, is based on your level of sensitivity, what you see with your physical eyes, what you smell, what you taste, what you can hear, what you can see, what you can touch. Those are right there are 5 points of awareness, 5 physical points of awareness that you have. So you're going to find yourself tapping into your environment through these 5 tools of awareness. You often need more than one to confirm what you are experiencing. Now, we know when we use our sight as a form of awareness to see what we're seeing. Sometimes we can use our hearing, we can use our fingertips to touch objects and things. Or you're seeing someone in front of you, or you're seeing roadway or fields or homes or buildings, animals or plants. You are engaged in awareness. And often with that awareness comes a level of sensitivity that we call feeling, not just tactical touch, material feeling, but also internally what it feels like to you, your experience through sight, smelling, tasting, hearing, and touch. Awareness is utilized 24/7. You are always using some form, some level of awareness. Now, on the other hand, is remembrance. And instead of carrying the whole word out, remembrance, just look at remember. And you see two things going on with that word. You see which is the prefix. You see member, as in a part, something being a part of something. And you also see mem, mem. I believe it's a Latin word for memory. So when you are remembering something, you're pulling together different pieces of information that may go together as a unit or may not go together. It could be just a conglomeration of a mixed match of stuff, of ideas, thoughts, and things. But there's also, which I found out a couple of years ago in some research, the prefix re, not only means to do something over and over and over again, but to apply it at a higher level, as in reaching. Hi there, Aria, as in reaching, as in establishing a standard. So you're reaching higher for something. So when you are remembering, it's like taking a puzzle piece and you're doing your best to give it more energy so it lifts up. In ancient tribes, when a child was born, the shaman or the medicine person, the medicine man or woman, would take that child and raise it, exalt it to the sun. They were exalting it to the ancestors. And they were paying homage, saying, look, another child has been born into this tribe, into this family, into this nation. So that means one more child can extend the lineage of this family, extend the generations, because they successfully have been birthed. So think of like maybe like that when you think, what am I here to remember? Well, throughout the day, you might want to go over in your mind, even at the end of the day, evaluate yourself. Okay, what did I do today that was different than yesterday? That gave me better results? What did I do? What did I say that gave me a better reaction or a better way to act? What did I say that caused me to feel better about what I'm doing or allowed me to improve my communication with others, allowed me to be more present in the moment? So awareness and remembrance, they really do go hand in hand. They're not separated. You could pull them apart, but when you start thinking about what you are aware of, you definitely start going into the state of remembrance. Like you start remembering a few days ago, a few hours ago, a few weeks ago. You start going back over in your mind thinking, I've experienced that before. I've seen those words before. The idea, or I heard that conversation before. Awareness and remembrance. It may appear to be like night and day. No, they're in conjunction with each other. They're like moment to moment, in tandem with each other. It's like when people, I knew when I grew up in a church, and I went to three kinds of churches in my lifetime. Um, First, I was exposed to what they call a Southern Baptist church, but I was on Long Island. And the minister, along with the choir and the congregation, would have something called a call and response. So when the minister would deliver the sermon, the man or the woman delivering the sermon, they had a certain cadence to their voice. And it almost sounded like they were humming and singing and chanting at the same time. And they called that being uh, caught up in the spirit of the moment of delivering the sermon. And when it was done correctly, the congregation and the choir and the musicians, if they had any, especially the organist, could respond through musical tones and rhythms and chords and notes. And this energy built up. That created an awareness how energy can be compounded, energy could be multiplied, energy could lift your spirit or lower your spirit. So that put me in a state of remembrance. I remember having those experiences. And when we use remembrance like that, well, we could go back into a current life stream. You don't have to worry about a past life. We don't have to project into a future. We don't have to borrow from a parallel universe in a multi-universe. We could just go back to your earlier years using your memory to what? Bring things together, remember, and hopefully the gems that you bring back consciously to yourself can help catapult you forward with greater awareness that you are capable of catapulting yourself forward. So if you're able to catapult forward, be projected forward, then the thing to do would be to land correctly. It was just like in my exercise workout, and I was learning something about doing squats better, learning how to keep my spine correct, look up, meaning I had to move my head back. I had to squat and look up, not have my head this way, but back so I could see up. Why? Because when it came time for me to bounce back up out of the squat, I had a target. So I had to become aware, and then I had to remember the sequence of that and remember what it feels like. Then we did an exercise called a burpee without jumping up at the top of it, but we squatted down, leaned forward, kicked both feet back, and I learned something about myself. I was kicking the feet back, straight back, which was correctly keeping a narrow frame. But when it came time to move forward, I split the feet out farther. And I learned I was putting pressure on a hip flexor and putting pressure on the outside ligament of the knees, which was then giving me imbalance. So I bring these examples into this today because awareness and remembrance go hand in hand. And through the little increments of time, awareness and remembrance will allow us to maintain a sense of balance in our lives, allow us to have a sense of balance in our lives. And through this sense of balance, because I just realized something, I don't even know if you're hearing me. Can you tell me that you hear me? Aria, did you hear everything I said up to that moment? Because I just realized I didn't have my headset kicked in. Could you give me a Y for yes? Okay. Well, I guess it was working. I guess I guess you could hear me either way. I'm going to make sure that you could hear me either way. All right. So I hope this sound comes out. I'm going to take it back to headphone set. All right. So awareness and remembrance go hand in hand. And in the process of that, we are finding ourselves linking in balance. And those of you that are tuned in, if you've heard me up to these 18 minutes, please let me know because I don't know if anybody's hearing it. When I go live like this through different platforms, I can't get feedback to hear myself. And so it's can be a little disturbing. However, awareness and remembrance on any level can help you maintain centeredness and balance. And it doesn't matter if you are younger, as a child, teenager. Okay, thank you, Melissa. Teenager or any other sort, young adult, matured adult, getting towards senior years. Balance is important, right? You have to have that sense of inner balance through the ear so you can stay physically balanced and then have a balanced life. So you're not doing too much of one thing over the other, but you're gaining energy as you go along. And many people uh, can continue to do that just by eating properly, walking, getting the right hours of sleep in. That's significant. But it all goes back to how much you are aware of your environment and how you are feeling in relationship to that environment. Do you feel comfortable with your environment or you don't feel comfortable? And can you engage your memory? Can you begin to remember when you didn't feel comfortable or when you got to a point in your life you felt better. So awareness and remembrance can go a long way for yourself and people in your immediate circle, people in your extended circle, like extended being like your relatives, right? And of course your friends and any coworkers that you have. And then, we have social media that we've been blessed with. So, through that, you've been able to connect with people around the country and people around the world. Now you are aware of that. And now you can remember 30, 40 years ago when you didn't have it, and now you have it. So we always want to be concerned about what we are aware of and what we remember. And we have to be distinctively clear in our consciousness and be conscious of it, because that's important too. You can't have awareness and remembrance and no consciousness about either one. I mean, you could push in that direction to be totally unconscious, but then you would be unaware and you would be blocked from remembering. That's like when people tell me on other platforms that I'm on, and I talk about dreams and different dream symbols. And they say, well, I don't remember. Every time I try to remember my dream, I just seem to black out. No information is there. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you can be sitting in meditation and phase out where, through the rhythm of your own breathing, where you're just tired. You can't focus. It happens. I can tell you it happens because I'm a meditation teacher of over 40 years. And many times in my own meditation classes, I have dropped off to sleep. But I'm not hard on myself about it. It does happen. So, what can you take away with this short little talk today about awareness and remembrance? I would say allow yourself to be more sensitive to yourself, your environment, the people in it, fur family in it, feather family in it, and everything else. But it bears down to also paying more attention, paying attention to what is in your surroundings, what's in your immediate environment. And no matter what's in it, how do you feel about what's in your immediate surroundings? Is it something that you physically place there, or you place there energetically through your own thoughts and feelings and your words and your actions and your deeds? All I'm basically saying is through awareness and remembrance, you'll be able to take better care of yourself, have a better sense of balance and greater resources, infinite resources of balance and support. Through awareness and remembrance alone, you'll gather more support in your life. And then you can support yourself as well as be supportive to other people within your environment. So allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to have a sense of peace about it. And with just 6 minutes left, I want to take you into a lightweight breathing meditation. And through this lightweight breathing meditation, I just want you to relax and be aware of your breathing, how you're breathing, the rhythm of your breath, and what you remember, what you gather from it after we're done, what it felt like to you. Just be consciously aware of how you're breathing, what it really feels like to you. You can start right now. Just inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. This fourth time, as you inhale, place the tongue to the roof of your mouth, behind your two front teeth, jaws together, but not clenched, and then exhale through your nose. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Keep that breathing going just like that. There's no need to pause at the top of the inhalation nor the bottom of the exhalation. If you're someone who practices Tai Chi, this is excellent. If you practice Qigong exercises, this way is excellent. If you're practicing some form of yoga exercise, this helps. If you're a person that jogs and runs, this helps. Just relax into it. Be aware that you could follow the awareness of the breathing coming into the nose, down into your lungs. Then remember, just let go and exhale. Without straining. This is a good exercise that can be used in any format, any kind of layout that you want to consider doing for yourself. Is learning how to breathe, which increases your awareness because you got more oxygen in your breath that clears out your brain and adds more energy into your bloodstream. And it becomes a pleasure to breathe, which then does what? Clears your mind so you can begin to remember clearly. It enhances your levels of sensitivity to breathe. Why? Because without breathing, as well as without water, you can't have any sense of balance happening in our lives. It becomes harder. So again, just keep breathing. While you're doing that, I want to remind you that Friday, 12 p.m., tune in to Swanda, which is Michelle Vidal, coming through, the owner of Resonant Essentials, doing some great work here in the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, for Resonant Essentials. And all types of classes can be taught there, can be received there. Just check in with Michelle Vidal tomorrow and listen to a beautiful topic that she's going to talk about under the heading of Swanda at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. On Monday, coming all the way from the UK, is our sister, compadre, Audrey Wilson, with Whispering Spirit. She's a professional medium, and she's going to give us a lot of tidbits on meditation and things that can help you further walk along that path as a medium and to be clear as a medium. Then there's Tuesday. Donna of Dominion Tarot comes on at about 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. with her program set. Now, when Audrey comes on Mondays, it's 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. When Donna of Dominion Tarot comes on Tuesdays, she's coming on with beautiful topics and gives you a one card reading for anybody who wants it. She comes on, I believe, it's 11 or 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So all you got to do is actually come to Resonant Essentials, the group, and look at some of the previous videos, and it'll tell you the time when she came on. And I'm here every Thursday with Wisdom Keys at 1 p.m. So I'm the only one that, along with Audrey, that has a different time. I'm on at 1 p.m. every Thursday for Wisdom Keys. All right, everybody, I'm going to sign off. I've got to get prepared for another platform I've got to run over to. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, you can always come right where the video is here and leave your question, and I can answer it for you right there. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us. May you have a good day, rest of your day. Tomorrow may it be even more excellent. The weekend, enjoy it every day. Make it a good day. My grace is your grace. Until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we are alive and well in the age of remembrance. Take care, everybody. See you next week and see you soon.